Dream confessions. And since I woke up from a dream, expect some pauses and expect some strange dialogue, or expect me to wonder about my dreams. But I just had a series of 3 connected dreams, so let's explain about all of them, starting with the first one. So I don't know anything that's really going to fit this one, so I'm just going to bring up various Magic Adventure. But basically, in the first one, me and Meemaw, that person that I brought up, I only able to remember the ends of dreams, but let's see what I remember. Me and Meemaw ended up, I think we were in this house. What's weird is, I think the house was one of the older houses we lived in. The Couragetown one, or, The one where it was that small room that Xane and the Men was recorded in. The room with the indent in the wall, that one bed that I talked about. Yeah. I think that I was actually in that bed. And Mimo was talking to me or something. Or she was talking on the phone or something right next to me. And all of a sudden these bugs started appearing. These all white bugs with black markings on them. And they had like really weird cone-shaped legs. And they would just slowly walk towards me. And I was just like kind of freaked out about these things. They're like those bugs you see out in nature, and the ones that I've seen in the past in like a school I was in. Like they're like these, I don't know how to describe them. I think they're actually darker bugs, but they have like these like orange markings on them in real life, and of course their legs are not weird cones, but they're sort of the closest bug in real life that comes to mind. Anyways, yeah. However, though, moving on from this particular dream, at the very end, there's a bit more. So then, all of a sudden, I keep trying to tell Meemaw, there's a bug there. But she just doesn't listen. She keeps talking. And I keep telling her, there's a bug there. I'm just like yelling at her, there's a bug there, and I'm freaked out about it. But she doesn't listen. I think that then I just run away. I like, sometimes I just end up like jumping off the bed. What's weird is normally in a dream, whenever I jump off of something, I just immediately wake up. That's what's happened in the past when I merely jumped off of one of those, what are they called, footstools or something at the end of a chair. Yeah, I just jumped off one of those and the dream ended, but not this time. I jump off a whole bed that's like half of the size of the room and I don't wake up. What is going on? I think later in the dream, they start appearing again. I don't know if I'm mixing up the 2 different encounters and their timing, but then once again Meemaw's there. I try telling her about him again, she still doesn't listen. However though, now on to the second dream, and this time I'm not lying. If I only had Adobe Premiere Pro, I would be editing those things out. So in the second dream, thankfully this time it's Mama instead of Meemaw. That's the good news, because what's surprising is, all of a sudden, before there were only like a few or like a couple of those bugs at a time, a few of them overall. In this dream, however, they were everywhere. They seemed to be following us. Like, I think that like every minute or so, maybe even less than a minute, another one of those same bugs would appear. And I had to keep getting Ma to pick them up, but luckily she did, instead of just letting those weird things crawl around. So, that's good news. I think that at one point she even moved us into some hotel room, just saying, Xane, you won't see a single one of them, but then I'm still worrying, I'm still thinking, no, one of them's gonna show up. But then, at first it seems all good. But then, of course, after we end up living there for a bit, all of a sudden, one of those bugs appears. Don't remember where or anything, but I guess that means I might as well move on to the third dream. So the third dream, it's the one I just had, but since I talked about the other ones already, I'm probably going to forget it. Or is it another reason why I probably shouldn't re-record these things? But, on the third one, all I can remember is at the end. Actually, I don't know if it was the same bugs in this dream, but I remember that they were in all three. I just don't remember if the same bugs were in this one. But I do know there was some strange thing at the end where apparently we kept going by someone's like yard, and it was like this really straight path. Like if this was like that path, there'd be like it'd be like something off to the left, like right about here, when compared to the full length of the path. Yeah. I keep remembering. Well, let's just grab this thing. I just keep remembering that there was like a Pokemon there. I don't mean a normal Pokemon. I mean one that was like $1 or something. Too strange. I don't have many of those. Now, what is weird is I can't remember what Pokemon it was. But I do know that, since I've been up so long, I've forgotten exactly where it played. But I do know that a certain song played. I just don't know where it played, but it played at the end of the dream somewhere. Either when I saw that Pokemon or when I saw a video that showed that Pokemon. The only thing I can remember about the Pokemon it was either this red or orange or this brown color, and it was like one of the first generation's Pokemon. I don't mean Generation 1. I mean it could be one of the first ones. Generation 1, Generation 2. I don't know if it'd be Generation 3, but it'd be one of them. But the problem is, with the hundreds of Pokemon, how are you going to know which one is the one that heard that dream? Load more, because I must load the song. What? Well, it just doesn't seem to want to load it. Okay, never mind, it's here, but it's only the daytime one. I'm pretty sure it was at the strange pitch. But this song started playing. What's weird is within the dream, I think that actually I was having a dream within a dream when it happened. Forgot to tell you that. So at the very end of the dream, I was having a dream within a dream. This happens within my dreams for some reason. I wake up from that dream within the dream, and then whenever I did, I started thinking, what was that Pokemon song I heard when the dream was happening? Ironically, I thought it was something like Pokemon Center, and I guess it's similar in tempo, but it's really not the same song. Ironically, when I woke up, I still remembered what the song sounded like, and then when I woke up for real, I realized, wait, that was Sunny Shore City. Except I think it was the nighttime version because it had a lower pitch. What's weird is I don't tend to like the nighttime versions. I prefer the daytime versions. They sound like the way they were intended to be listened to, at their proper tempo and pitch. Because sometimes it just sounds like they're the same song but at a lower pitch or something. Yes, let's load this one, because I'm thinking... See, it's lower pitched, and I keep remembering the one in my dream was lower pitched than what it's supposed to be. And whenever I woke up, I ended up thinking, yeah, it's at the nighttime version. Yes. Now I just wish I knew what that Pokemon looked like. It's like, who's that Pokemon, but I'm not going to be able to tell you who's that Pokemon. Yeah. I guess then that means those are all 3 dreams. Rather it would be, but the thing is, there's one thing I forgot to mention. Actually, I'm thinking it's about the second dream, because I think that Mom was involved. But at the last part of the second dream, what's weird is the second one I talked about was actually more of most of the dream, not the last part. It was most of the dream. So anyways, at the end of that dream, what's weird is I woke up from a dream within a dream. When I brought that up in the third one, I realized that actually happened in the second dream as well. In this particular case, when I woke up from this dream within a dream, I was in my bed in the trailer that we're in right now. I can remember the edge of the bed was blue. So my dream was trying to fool me into thinking I woke up for real. No wonders I was confused. But see, there's blue at the edge of the bed. Laptops don't do good at actually looking at anything but your face. So it's really hard to show that because I'm not on the tablet. So then, I was stuck to the pillow. I've never brought this up in any of the dreams here, but I have on Facebook. But basically, in certain dreams, I'm stuck to the pillow, unable to move. I'm just staring at like an image. Or sometimes I'm staring at a room. In previous dreams, I've managed to break out of it. Like sometimes I'd be stuck to the pillow anytime I try to jerk my head. Sometimes I'll wake up. Sometimes I'll wake up. Sometimes I wouldn't wake up, and I'd just find my head stuck to that pillow again. I'd even feel my head suddenly jerk right back to the pillow and facing the same direction. We were thinking it might have been sleep paralysis or paralysis, but I don't think it's that now because I've proven it's within dreams. Plus, in one dream in the past, I managed to wake up. Well, no, I wake up, but see, lots of mistakes here. But I managed to get up out of the bed. What's weird is, whenever I started walking around, I reached other rooms of the house that we were in within that dream. And I found out that they were completely randomly generated rooms, like my mind suddenly freaked out and realized I wasn't supposed to be there, and like a video game started dynamically loading rooms that weren't really there in real life. So yeah. However, in this dream I managed to get up out of the bed again, something I rarely can do when I'm stuck to one. And what happened is, I was able to get up like normal, but it took so many tries just to even accidentally, I think, scoot off the bed or something. Then I was able to stand up, but I was walking weirdly, like I was constantly moving at a faster pace than I normally would. If that's the cost of getting out of bed, but the rest of the trailer we were in, I'm pretty sure it was slightly modified from the one we're in right now, but I was able to walk around it proper. As long as I didn't close my eyes, I was worried if I did, I would teleport back to the bed, no matter how far away I went. It's like my mind's teleportation, but in my dreams it's actually real. Good thing it doesn't teleport me into a shower. I wonder why my dreams haven't done that yet, actually. If my mind is so concerned about it, it wants to creep me out about it, why doesn't it teleport me into one in a dream? Who knows? But then, I think I talked to Mom about one of those bugs, because right after I got up out of the bed this time, one of those bugs, I think, dropped from the ceiling or suddenly appeared on this like little piece of paper. I might see what a stink bug did in the past, but these things weren't stink bugs. I think it was the same type of bug because it was the second dream. I meanwhile ran out of the room thinking, good thing I got up, because I think when I was stuck to the bed, I was actually thinking, oh no, if I don't get up, I'm going to have one of those bugs fall down on me from the ceiling above me, but luckily that didn't happen until I got up. I then ran out there with that really high speed and ended up telling Ma, there's a bug in there. I don't know where she picked it up or not before I woke up. But I guess that's the end of that dream.